literally 2 minutes before tip, and we're trying to catch up. But we are close to firing on all cylinders here. Sorry we joined you just a hair late to see Kevin Loy get a bucket. First time this boys Tiger team has played in a while, but welcome into our broadcast live from the Gen Realty broadcast booth. It's playoff basketball. We are close to 2 minutes in here. Pueblo East versus Erie, and it seems like every time these two teams match up, it is a barn burner of a game, and so we're hoping that that trend continues here tonight. Always fun to have, wild games here on the Erie Tiger Network, and we'll at least try and have some fun with you here as well tonight. Tigers lead it 5-2. An early opening made 3, and then that layup you saw by Kevin Loy. Tigers surrendered the first bucket of the game, and now to win. Drive from the baseline, goes up, gets fouled, gets the bucket, and one. Jordan Nguyen makes the bucket here for the Tigers, and the Tigers offense, after a lengthy little quarantine break, off and running here in this opening game. Brandon Byrne alongside me is Blake Donaldson. And Blake, good to have you here on the broadcast. And, well, it's been a weird year. Tonight in a playoff game, they did senior night.
Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting year. Nothing like we've seen before in previous years. It definitely has been challenging for a lot of these players.
That shot off the mark, rebounded there by Loy, and the Tigers get a tied-up jump ball is the call, and that will stay with Pueblo East here. So glad you could join us here for this broadcast of Tiger basketball. That shot off the mark, and that will go out of bounds and will be Erie basketball. 5:30 remaining, 8-2 the score, and a little bit of press here to start for Pueblo East.
Yeah, Erie's had a little bit of a challenge early in the year with that press, but they've slowly figured it out throughout the entire year.
Rademacher couldn't quite make the layup and then almost thrown away. Pueblo East get it across half court just in the nick of time. And now they'll attack front court right. That's Harding with the ball. Harding. Left-hand dribble, being doubled at the top. He'll dish off, top of the key. Now in the corner, and they'll reset. Real methodical here. It's Pueblo East offense. Tiger defense trying to be aggressive, and they get the steal there. Nguyen takes it down the floor. Nguyen gets stripped out of bounds. Did it go off his leg? No. They'll call it a clean strip.
Yeah, so far it looks like Erie's playing very aggressive. They're trying to jump a lot of these passes, and they're bringing over another defender to put 2-on-1, and they're trying to close on that ball.
Now pass into Loy. Loy backs his way, spins in the lane, gets blocked as he's doubled. Back the other way go the Eagles. Layup is no good, but they'll call a charge. As taking that one was Kale Lucero. And the Tigers defense strong so far here through this first 3.5 minutes. Only that one bucket. That's what you want to see. You know, sometimes the offense might not be there, Blake, on a long layoff, but the defense, you can always bring the energy. Good layup by Hargrave off the window and in. The Tigers have started off real strong here.
Yeah, even with that 2-week break or that quarantine that they had, these boys have been playing with each other for a very long time, even before high school.
Nguyen draws contact, and another and one for Jordan Nguyen. His second of the quarter, and the Tiger offense is rolling. The foul will come on Harding. And the third team foul. Who had the
I think so.
Sorry, we are, as you saw, we are joining just a hair late as our entire system needed to be reset, and not a good time when it's 2 minutes before the broadcast and we keep crashing. So you know what you do? You unplug and plug back in things, and they seem to work.
It's been a common trend lately. Just got to roll with the punches.
Hey, it's just been that way in a pandemic year for sure. Now the drive by Harding, the layup off the window is good. Good hard drive that time by Harding. Now Tigers trying to break the press. They've got a 3-on-2. Hargrave stops, weaves his way to the middle of the paint, and then a travel is called and a turnover for the Tigers. We're bringing you live basketball here on the Erie Tiger Network, and they will take a administrative timeout, 30-second timeout while we have a moment. This broadcast brought to you by Jen Realty, a proud sponsor of the Erie Athletics. Jen has been an Erie resident and specialist since 2005. Contact Jen for all your local town real estate needs. And Tiger fans, we would love for you to be a partner of the Erie Tiger Network on Patreon. Click on the link in the description right to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network. You can support us for as little as $1 a month or all the way up to $40 a month. Any level seriously, genuinely helps, especially when, well, you never know what chess is going to do in a pandemic year. They might still charge us for broadcasting the stream on not the NFHS in our own gym, but that wouldn't surprise me, and I will refrain from saying anything further. As to not get Mr. Buckler and Mr. Carpenter in trouble. All right, so Pueblo East will walk it up here. King with it. Keenan King, the point guard for Pueblo East. Out here in the near timeline. Tigers have shifted to a zone here. Pueblo East trying to attack the gaps, driving in. Oh, and a rebound putback is up and good by Kyle Miller. It is nice to see John Pastore back in, who had a stress fracture early in the season. I think if anyone to benefit from the time off, probably Big John.
Yeah, he brings so much versatility to this team. It's really good to have him on that defensive side, as he's got lots of size, which is something that this Erie team does lack, unfortunately.
Now to the stripe, and that one will fall. So a bucket and one for Kyle Miller of Pueblo East, and the lead cut to 5, and Cole Rademacher runs into an East player and draws a block foul, and that one will go against Keenan King. And that is his first. Already 4 team fouls here for Pueblo East. You're going to get that from an aggressive pressing team. But 4 fouls in the first 4.5 minutes, not a sight that if you're a Pueblo, Pueblo East fan, you want to see. Coach Mike Massaro certainly doesn't want to see that. Pueblo East 8-6 coming into tonight, and that ball is thrown away. Tigers draw the 8th seed here in the state, which means if they win, they will host another playoff game on Thursday.
Playoff basketball, so you know anything can happen, so you really got to minimize those mistakes, which is probably going to be the key to the game for both teams here.
Good rebound by Big John. Under 3 minutes to go. Rademacher with it. Tristan has it. Tristan looking for help. And that's Sakalowski with it. Gets tied up. Turnover. Back the other way. Go the Eagles. They're trying to push it ahead. Good pass. And a layup by Harding is up and good. That was an excellent pass by Jackson Herring. He saw that and put it on a dime. Now the freshman Barnett with it. Oh, and a trip there. Rademacher wanted a call. Fast break opportunity here for the Eagles. And, oh, almost a little bit of a slide with the feet there. No travel call. Missed shot. And Tristan Rademacher will dump it off to brother Cole Rademacher, twin brother. Cole with it now between the circles. Checks the bench for the play. Barnett with it, right timeline, off to Sakalowski, trying to feed Big John down low will finally bounce it off to him. John backing his way in, gets partially blocked, gets fouled, and will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. And that is a little bit of what the Tigers have been missing, a big dominating post presence. And John Pastore can certainly be that, athletic and huge.
Yeah, he can move his feet. He's a lineman on the Erie football team, so he's very good at moving around. He knows how to get around guys. And just with that size, I know for sure I would not want to be in front of him trying to guard him.
John will push the first one a little too strong. That foul, by the way, on Kyle Miller. That is his first. As Pastore will set here for the second. A 12-9 3-point lead here for Erie. Have not scored a bucket since about the 4.5-minute mark. That one's off the mark as well. Here come the Eagles. Far side is Romero. He'll reset with Harding. Four-corner offense for Pueblo East. Tigers in a zone. They want to stretch it out. Hurry East up. 3 ball off the mark. Rebound by Loy. Tigers will push. Cole Rademacher thought about firing one down to Sakalowski and said they'll set here with Loy. Loy almost gets it strip trapped in the corner, gets it down low to Pastore. He's trying to back his way in, and they will call a double dribble on Big John.
You know, right before Erie had to take that unexpected break, Cole was getting real hot leading into that, so you got to wonder how much they'll be leaning on him for this game. He was bringing a really good 3-ball, was really helping the team out too with facilitating the ball around.
And we mentioned they had senior night festivities before the game. The Tigers have not played in, it feels like 3 months, a couple weeks for sure. Now a fake there. Up top for Miller. Miller drives, hesitates, goes up and under, partially blocked. Good defense there by Sakalowski. And here come the Tigers. Rademacher with it, kicks it into the corner. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Sakalowski gets bumped and a block foul, and that should be on Kyle Miller, and that will be his second.
You know, I'm really looking forward to this matchup between Sakalowski and Miller. They're both really aggressive, and they play with a lot of grit, so it's going to be fun for sure.
And so we'll call that on the floor. That is the second on Miller. Miller, the third leading scorer on this Eagle team, 12.1 points per game. Inbound here is corralled there by Kale. Up top for Nguyen, who checked back in. Nguyen drives, pushes, kicks. Lucero for 3. That will be short. And rebounded away by the Eagles. They'll push the pace here. King with it. Try to feed it low. Now kick out for Romero. Thought about it maybe for a second, and then a little touch foul call on Tristan Rademacher. And if they're going to call the touch fouls, the Rademakers might have to duct tape their hands behind their back. Now King with it. King left-handed dribble. Off to Herring. Jackson Herring drives, kicks, 3-ball on the way, too strong. Good box out by Cole Rademacher, but just a huge size mismatch there, and that led to an offensive board.
You know, Erie's really got to get a nice shot going and a nice bucket, get a little bit of confidence going, just end that drought of no points.
Eagles trying to inbound here. That's King. Eagles content to take their time as King will reset here near the outer circle. Tigers gonna have to extend their defense tonight. King, 7 seconds left. He'll dish it off. That's Herring, now near side. Romero fires. That's too strong. Board is tapped around, and then Lloyd tried to baseball pass it, and actually pretty good accuracy there, but off the mark. Tigers trail it 12-9. We'll take a timeout here on the ETN.
You are watching the ETN.
Go to where your friends are. Go to where the action's at. Go find your sense of adventure. Go Airheads, Airsoft Field and Store located in Erie, Colorado. Go Airheads and go Tigers.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Blake Donaldson here with you as we roll into the second quarter of action here live from the Gen Realty broadcast booth. And the Tigers did not score a point in the final 4.5 minutes of the first quarter, but still maintain a lead. A defensive battle. Lucero with it. Gets Loy on the cut. Loy drives, tries to finish with the left hand and does. The senior, escorted by his brother Luke tonight, finishes it off, and it'd be real nice to see a big-time performance from the senior.
Yeah, during the break, you heard Coach Lucero was talking about the offensive rebounds being a key to this game. Getting some of those second chance points is going to help a lot.
Deep two, and that's off the mark. Now Kyan Hargrave to Tristan, drives, gets fouled, and will go to the line. And Tristan, the mop top, will shoot a pair here. And they'll call that on Harding on the runner. That is his first. That's already the 7th team foul, beg your pardon, for the Eagles. In fact, if you look at, as that one is off the mark, and the Tigers have started ice cold from the stripe so far tonight.
Yeah, one thing Pueblo East has done really good so far this game is they've been swarming the paint whenever anybody from Erie just tries and drives. They just got to minimize those fouls whenever anybody does.
That one also off the mark, but an offensive board. There you go, Blake. 3-ball on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound is snatched by East. They'll push it way ahead and out of control, but a nice save. And Pueblo East still corralling. Wide open down low. And where's the Harlem Globetrotter music? A little bit wild there between both teams.
Definitely looked like a football receiver out there for 1 second.
Yeah, it looked like Kane Medrano trying to keep his toes in bounds. I think the East fans will like that reference. Kane doing well at UCLA. Playing defense, linebacker actually. 3-ball on the way, that's off the mark. Rebound there by Hargrave, and he will get fouled. And I think that's a shooting foul, and he'll go to the line. That's one of the things. You're trying to get your game legs back, and that can affect you at the line. The Tigers are a 64% free throw shooting team, so it's not like they are lights out from the arc, but need to tighten that up a little bit as Hargrave hits his first. Hargrave trying to hit both. And he does, and Tigers have their first. Nope, that was Kevin Loy that made that bucket. A little bit of amnesia there. Timeout, full timeout. So we will also take a timeout. Tigers lead at 16-9 here on the ETN.
You are watching the ETN.
Tiger Network. Tigers. They lead it here in the early going of this one. Said Pueblo East 8-6 overall this season. A drive and a runner from the baseline. That was a pretty looking floater from Keenan King. His first points of the night. Early. Tigers will bring it up with Jordan to win. Uses the screen of Lucero, trying to get the pick and roll. Oh, almost had it. Good hands that time by Herring to get a piece of that.
I think he missed the pass by just like half a second. I think he was open for just a little bit. If he threw that in at the right time, he would have been able to get it in. And Kale would have been able to drive it in and hopefully get a layup.
Now Rademacher. Flowing locks and all. And that one is off of the leg of Mondragon. And they'll still call that off Erie. Thought Mondragon was laying on the floor. Either way, East ball, 5:51 remaining here in the third, or second, beg your pardon. Getting ahead of myself.
I don't blame you. I've been waiting to watch some Erie boys basketball for quite some time, so.
Miller into the corner. That's Mondragon. Nice steal there. Tristan, he'll take it with the left hand. Gets it blocked from behind. Good follow there by Kyan Hargrave.
Once again, those second chance points are just going to come in real big for this Erie team. They missed a couple of those layups, able to grab an offensive rebound, put that back up.
Tigers in his zone here. East trying to work their way out of it. Tigers really trying to step into the passing lane. Almost looks like a little 1-3-1 zone. And there's your maybe longest player on the court up top. A little bit of an off-balance shot. Rebound is picked up, though, by East. And Tigers trying to corral it, and a tie-up and a jump ball. Yep. And I think that will be East basketball. As Erie started the period with the ball, and it is East. And it felt like we were going to have a track meet here early. Tigers had 9 points in the blink of an eye, and then they've had 9 since then. Three ball is good by King.
Yeah, the pace of the game has definitely slowed down quite a bit. It's definitely starting to shape up to be a defensive game for sure.
No win with a 4-point lead off to Lucero. Now Pueblo East extending out their man defense. See a lot of hands in the passing lane between both teams. Almost could have called a foul there. Hargrave kicks wide open the corner. Rademacher for three. That's too strong. Tried to follow his shot. Erie trying to apply some pressure. Oh, and a miscue, and too many heads weren't watching the basketball, and Rademacher tried to get it in a jump ball, and that will go to Erie.
It's really looking like a pretty gritty game. I know these two teams across all the sports have got some history with each other, especially in football and basketball, so you know both teams really want this win tonight.
Coach Lucero making a full sail change, 4 subs into the game. Jordan to win, the only player that won't sit. So Barnett in, Pastore, Sokolowski all in here for the Tigers. Cole Rademacher replaces brother Tristan. Barnett feeds it low. Pastore uses his side, puts it up, gets it right back, and gets fouled. And Kyle Miller didn't like it, and for good reason. This is his 3rd foul of the half. So Kyle Miller is going to have to sit here with 3 fouls, and I think he was about to be subbed out. That's one, as a coach, you just makes you lose your hair.
Yeah, getting into foul trouble early is never good, but when the stakes are this high in a playoff game, it's even worse.
Makes you lose your hair, and Coach Massaro, I think, has been coaching for a long time and has seen a lot of that. That's a low blow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Coach. Now Pastore to the line. And I don't know what they called. I thought they said it was a 1-and-1. Did they call a lane violation?
It looks like they called it a 3-point line violation. I'm not quite sure. I think so.
Ah, yes. I think you're right. I think King came across a little too early, so Pastore will shoot the 1-on-1 again, and Pastore will still miss, and the Tigers really struggling from the stripe. Bodies hitting the floor. Layup is good. What a little weave and finish by King. And he'll go to the line for the and one. And he's a point away, or a couple points away from tying this game.
Yeah, Erie got off to a really hot start late at the beginning of the game in the first quarter, slowed down, had that drought. Started this quarter off strong, but once again, towards the end of this quarter, Pueblo East is able to make a comeback.
Timeout on the floor. We'll stick right here. This game is brought to you by 3M Farms, a local farm owned by the Merckx family right here in Erie. They're excited to sponsor the ET and want to thank the community for all their support of the nursery, pumpkin patch, and Christmas tree farm. The growing nursery will be open again this spring with a beautiful selection of vegetable plants, trees, perennials, and shrubs. Be sure to check them out. 3M Farms. 3:51 remaining here in the first half of play. Tiger fans, don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, online, and obviously YouTube. And if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you can click the little notification icon, and that'll let you know every time we got a stream live. So be sure to do that. And that would be helpful. And if you even like the video, that'll be helpful. So many ways to help us here on the ETN. We have a full crew for you tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students here. So we got a good one. We'll try and get our other cameras fixed here. That was part of the problem, is we were trying to add cameras and it was tanking our system. We had to reset. And we're live. That's a good thing. We're live now. And a 1-point lead for the Tigers. Rademacher off to Barnett. Barnett feeds it low. Pastore turns, tries to go up, gets fouled, and John earning his trips to the stripe, but is 0 for 3 so far.
You know, Pueblo's done a very, very good job at swarming the paint, like I said before. And Erie has really not attempted any three-point shots tonight, so I think that's going to be the key for Pueblo to do if they don't see Erie pulling up any jumpers from beyond the arc.
The first on, beg your pardon, that's first on Clausen. Hey, you know what, John? If you're struggling to stripe, just bank one home.
He's definitely got to feel real good, though, to be back on that court.
Big John misses that one. Double bonus the rest of the way in this half for the Tigers. 2-point lead for Erie. Mondragon with it, playing catch with King. Tigers in that zone, trying to trap in the corners, and there's the tip pass, and this zone has definitely gotten hands in the passing lanes, and there's a hard drive by Sakalowski. Can't get it to fall. Good save by Rademacher. Barnett for 3. That's just off the mark. Tigers, one of their first buckets of the game, actually it was their first, was a 3, and they have been cold since then. And a jump ball called on a clean block.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen this many bodies hitting the floor this early into a game. It seems like every single time the possession has changed, there's at least one going down.
Tell you what, this, you mentioned it's getting gritty. The players have done a good job keeping cool, but I think it's close to get it a little heated. As there's a foul on Cole Rademacher on the drive. And Cole will pick up foul number 2. So to the line goes Thomas Wagner, the senior. Tristan Rademacher will check in. Jordan DeWin will check in. That free throw a little bit too strong there. Good rebound there by the freshman Barnett. DeWin crosses over, off the window and in. That's what you love to see from Jordan. He has that ability. Ball handling very solid. When he takes it to the rack, good things typically happen.
You know, this Pueblo defense has done really good at swarming.
DeWin is still, the layup with the left hand is good, and Jordan DeWin says, you know what, how about I just take over The waning moments of this quarter, Tigers chase the lead up to 5.
Yeah, as I was saying, this Pueblo defense has done a really good job at swarming and staying close to the ball carrier. So that was a great move by Jordan to try and create a little bit of space.
Tell you what. Goodness. Jordan Nguyen gets called with a push foul. Almost could have gotten called a foul against him. There was a little extracurricular away from the ball there. You know, when you're calling a game, you don't typically see that, so I feel like I had to point that out. Lucero will check in for Nguyen. So some good minutes there for Jordan. As Jordan picks up foul number 2.
You got to hope that scoring right there gave this Erie offense a little bit of a boost and more confidence. It'll help the team a lot and go a long way for sure.
Now East on the attack, that's King. Tigers really trying to trap. And they have given the Eagles some fits for the last few minutes. They just don't look comfortable right now with the ball in their hands. Romero will inbound. In is Montour. And he's doubled. Open guys when guys are doubled, but Erie doing a great job scrambling, and as soon as I say that, there goes Kyle Miller, who's playing with 3 fouls right now. If you're Erie, I think you got to recognize and attack. And heck, Miller's on one of the best scorers for Erie. Hargrave, and oh man, the seas parted there for a second. Just a little bit of a miss. Hargrave had it, could have attacked. Bounce off. Sakalowski in the paint, and he shuffled the feet, and a travel is called. He didn't like it. I think he thought he was bumped. He did shuffle the feet, but maybe had an argument there.
Same thing goes for basketball, just like the pandemic. You just got to roll with those punches, get back on defense, and continue to keep doing your own thing.
One possession game, exciting first half. Pass down low, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Rademacher. That's Tristan now trying to dribble out of trouble up to Lucero, and tipped out by Miller. And that will stay Erie basketball.
Both these teams have done a really good job at jumping these passes and creating opportunities to turn defense into offense.
Man, if I am a Tiger assistant right now, I am screaming to Coach Lucero to get Kyan Hargrave the ball against Miller, and there's a foul on Kevin Loy, an offensive foul. That is his first, team 7th. Offensive foul though, so no 1-and-1. 36 seconds left here in quarter number 1. It's been a good battle here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's definitely been very exciting. I mean, without seeing this boys team play for quite some time, it's really nice to see a good matchup.
Very good adjustment by Pueblo East. Tigers overplaying the passing lanes. How do you defeat that? Little backdoor cut, and Miller caught it and then got fouled, so he'll go to the line. And that foul will be on Campbell Sakalowski, his first, as Miller hits his first. Pueblo East unofficially right now, 4 of 5 from the stripe. Shot is up, short, and another lane violation. My goodness, there were 3 in that girls' game, and we've seen a couple here tonight. And this is a different officiating crew, so something about tonight. 24 seconds left. Tigers will slowly take it up. Tristan with it, checks the bench. Tristan dribbles around the defender. Off to Hargrave. No Miller on the floor. Hargrave drives, kicks. Sakalowski will throw it away, and a runner last second. Shot is no good. So it'll be a 2-point Erie lead going into halftime. We will take a break. We'll come back, have some replays, and have the Teachers Who Tutor halftime show. No one is listening. There we go. Uh-oh. Check 1, 2. Uh-oh, that ain't good. Oh, we're back live. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. Our feed froze. You missed all our highlights. You missed, I don't know, everything. The Teachers Who Tutor halftime show. Let's fire that up again, shall we? Let's read that one more time. All right, so let's get started here in half number 2. Tigers raced off to 12 points, and since that moment, they've had 11 points in the last 12 minutes. So offense just went ice cold, and they're hoping to remedy that out of the locker room.
Yeah, like I tried to say during the halftime before our audio went out, I think the biggest thing is that the coaches got to get these star players involved and try and create opportunities to get some of these buckets. It's going to be the big thing for these offenses.
Fouls will be a factor. Erie has got to shoot better from the line here in this half, and already the 3rd foul now on Cole Rademacher. So East trying to inbound here. 2-point lead for the Tigers. Lloyd defending. Right hand dribble. And good defense there by Kevin Loy. Eagles trying to inbound here. No win, just stepped out. Wasn't able to drag the toe. I keep saying that as if we're watching a football game, but you think it was more trying to drag the heel there.
You know, these players might have to hit up Coach Cooper, ask for some lessons on that sideline.
And we had a mask malfunction, so we're going to have a quick little change.
Don't think you've said that one too many times on a broadcast.
No. Now, no win with it. Along the arc.
Both these teams are doing a great job at just jumping these passes and creating opportunities to make steals and turn that defense into offense.
Loy with it. He'll push it ahead. No win. Sounds good here. Sounds fine here. 6:43 left. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Our system a little glitchy tonight. Kind of like the Tiger offense the last 12 minutes.
Yeah, currently a lot of mistakes are being made. They're shooting. Both teams are really shooting themselves in their foot.
All right, let's try and tighten up the broadcast and the stream and the game. How about that? All in one. So 23-21, Tigers on top. Looking to inbound is King. East with the basketball in the corner. Harding. Tigers still going with that trap. Harding with it. He'll back it out near the midline. Harding 4 points in this one. Takes this time back to King. Pueblo East content milking some clock, and now a foul coming on Kyan Hargrave. And that is his first. And we have 3 fouls on the Tigers in the first 2 minutes.
You know, by the end of this game, we might be seeing some players we don't normally see on the court. Lots of these players are getting into foul trouble, and a lot of fouls are just being made.
The pace of this half, this game might take another couple months to finish. 3 ball on the way, that's short. Rebound is tapped around, picked up by Lucero, has 2 on none. Hargrave with it, drives out the window and in. Tigers needed that. That was the first bucket of the quarter for either team. 3 ball on the way, that's short. Rebound is fought for and finally snared by Harding. Now Herring kicks. Good ball movement there. And then they'll reset is East. Didn't like what they had. So they'll do it again.
You know, I do believe that most of these points are actually being scored off of second chance opportunities or steals that are turning defensive
And
offense.
Charge is called as Tristan Rademacher hits the deck.
So as Coach Lucero said during the break between the first and second quarter, those offensive rebounds are going to be huge to this game, and it's really going to change the outcome for sure.
Now Cale Lucero will inbound here for the Tigers. That foul was on King, by the way. That's his second. First of the half for the Eagles. Loy with it, far side. Loy looking for help, off to Tristan. Tristan drives, nice bounce off to Lucero. What a pass, and the finish by Cale. That's his first bucket of the game. That was all set up by the pass off the drive by Tristan Rademacher.
That was a great job by Tristan. This Eagles team has done a great job storming that paint and not letting them do anything. So he finds the opening, creates a pass where there's just open space, and Cale's just able to get up and get that.
Herring gets fouled. He'll go to the line. That'll be the 4th foul. Beg your pardon, already on Erie, and that's going to be the 2nd on Campbell Sokolowski. Is that right? He's not even, yeah, he is. So 2nd on Campbell. Free throws up and good by Herring. No, missed by Herring. Was it good or was it missed?
He made it. That was 2 for 2
there
from the
we
strike.
Go, 2 for 2. I looked down just for a second, and then I was confused.
First points of the half for the Eagles.
Goodness sake. Rademacher with it, crosses the midline, off to Loy, near the far timeline. Loy looking for a screen. Between the leg dribble, pirouetting back into the lane, protects the basketball, out to Sokolowski, drives, stops, kicks. Tigers, good ball movement. Hargrave for 3 short. And the Tigers have yet to hit a 3 since their first shot of the game. Now Harding with it. Harding drives, floats it with the right hand. Nice soft touch there by Brendan Harding.
You know, almost 20 minutes without a 3 ball is not a sight you necessarily want to see, as that's some valuable points any team can get.
Now Sokolowski, nice cut, he'll kick. Lucero, can he hit? Yes, he rattles it down. Cale Lucero from deep. He's got 2 buckets in this half, 5 for the game. And back the other way is a and 1 for Kyle Miller. And Kyle Miller, I think, has been the best player on this East team today.
Yeah, he's done a very good job for this team. He's really made the Erie defense keep an eye on him, and it really distracts him a little bit. But the issue with it is he's getting into foul trouble, which will be a big issue towards the end of the game if he ends up getting.
By the way, they charge that foul to Cale Lucero. That is his first 30-second timeout, so we'll stick right here. This third quarter is brought to you by Worth Chiropractic, a locally owned chiropractic office that focuses on patient-centered care for your whole family. They're excited to partner with the ETN and follow all the action surrounding the on- and off-field achievements, whether you're an Erie Tiger bouncing back from injury or a family member straining your neck from excessive cheering. Let them help you get back to being you. located on Briggs Street in downtown Erie. It's Worth Chiropractic. Well, for a school in Pueblo East that had Luke Andrada with some wheels and Kane Madrano, a little bit of a slower pace for their offense, more methodical.
Yeah, definitely a defensive like-minded team for this current game. Got to really get those big scorers involved more.
So to the line goes Miller. And Kyle Miller will hit. So completes the N1. Here come the Tigers, still a 2-point lead. It's close, they've led pretty much throughout. Pueblo East hasn't been able to bust through and take the lead. Hargrave thought about the three. Tigers too cold, and Hargrave gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. And the clock stops again.
Yeah, the Pueblo team did a very good job adjusting in that first quarter where Erie had their really good offensive run. They were pressing this team, and now they've fallen into that man 3-1-3 a little bit. 3-1-1.
By the way, Jackson Herring, their leading scorer, has 4 fouls now. So that is going to be huge here. And the Tigers, they'll roll right now with Pastore, Sakalowski, Hargrave, Tristan Rademacher, and Kevin Loy. So you got to take advantage if you're the Tigers. Loy able to hit both, a rock-solid free throw shooter. Now Pueblo East on the attack. That was Klossing with it, off to King. Back to Miller, who fires the three. That one looked good when it left his hand, but just popped out. Now Pastore asking for some help in the backcourt, and a timeout by Coach Lucero. We will take a quick timeout. Tigers lead it here by 4.
Go to where.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 2:53 remaining here in the third quarter. It's a 4-point lead for Erie. It's been a tight game through most of the game, with Erie kind of maintaining a 2-point lead. And Tristan will walk it up here for the Tigers. Off to Loy, left wing in the corner for Sakalowski. They're trying to feed it down to Big John and couldn't get it to go. Rademacher with the knifing drive and a foul called, and Rademacher hit the deck hard. And a late slide over by Wagoner. No, they'll actually call that on Klossing. The big guys getting in some foul trouble for Pueblo East. And to the line goes Tristan Rademacher. Over 2 from the stripe tonight is Tristan. And he'll make that one. Tigers must shoot better from the line here. They have really struggled so far throughout this game. Before that free throw, as that one is off the mark. But they trying to press here. And East able to get out of it. Tigers are 7 of 15 from the stripe. Below 50% right now. 5-point lead for them.
Erie's definitely come out a lot stronger, a little bit more confidence in this half. They're knocking down a lot more shots. They were missing in the first half, which is going to be huge for this game.
Nice board snagged there by Pastore. 3-ball for Rademacher. There's the first one of the half for the Tigers. First one since the opening minute, and no, they will say his toe is on the line. So we still can't buy a 3. And a tap out. This will stay here with Pueblo East.
Yeah, if you're the Erie coaches, you definitely didn't want to hear that was only a 2-pointer. That 3 would have been huge. A lot of momentum being shifted if that went in as a 3.
Now right side dribble. Backing his way up is Harding. Now he'll pull up from the elbow. Looked like Kobe's shot, only didn't fall that time. Now Rademacher pushes, waiting for the Calvary. Hargrave thought about it. Sakalowski thought about it. Tigers will elect to find a better shot here. They'll reset here with Tristan. Tristan's been a little catalyst here. Kicks to the corner. Sakalowski for 3, too strong, and nice rebound there by Tristan Rademacher. Hargrave thought about a 3, wanted to take it. Tigers got to get Kyan going. Nice pass there by Loy to Pastore, and Loy with the dime. And John has his first field goal of the game. They've been trying to work it to him all game, and Erie has their biggest lead at 10. We mentioned Herring was out, and the Tigers need to take advantage, and they have so far. Loy with it, up the floor. Loy gets bumped, and a foul here coming against King. And for Keenan King, I think that's his 3rd.
Looks like this Erie offense is hesitating a lot when behind that arc. You got to wonder if it's just a lack of confidence or if they just are looking for something different. Maybe it's not a part of the game plan. But you can hear Coach Lucero sounding like a broken record telling his players to shoot it.
Pastore, turnaround. Oh, just too strong. By the way, Pueblo East has also only hit 1 3 tonight. They'll push it ahead. King lays it up and in. That breaks the drought there for the Eagles. And here comes Rademacher. Tristan will walk it over the midline. 20 ticks left to go here in the quarter. Tigers holding on to an 8-point lead. The count is on, so 5 seconds here, and now Rademacher will back out. Off to Hargrave. He'll step into a 3. Oh, just too strong and tipped out, and they'll say time is out. 8-point lead, 38-30. We'll head to the final quarter here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Go to where your friends are. Go to where the action's at. Go find your sense of adventure. Go Airheads, Airsoft Field and Store located in Erie, Colorado. Go Airheads and go Tigers.
You are watching the ETN.
And welcome in to quarter number 4 here on the Erie Tiger Network. A busy stream tonight. Glad you could join us. Do have a little bit of fans, but still sparsely attended due to the regulations. But we are happy to have fans again, and that ball is lost. Picked up by Pastore. Tristan fires a 3. Oh, that was halfway down, and Pastore tried to get it and couldn't squeeze the big ol' meat claws around it. Now a drive and a foul on Pastore, as it seemed like Harding was hanging in the air for ages. And I think that's John's 3rd.
You know what they always say, if you're going to foul, you got to make sure you foul hard. You don't want that ball to go in if you decide to commit that foul.
That's only John's 2nd, as that free throw is a little bit too strong there by Harding. Cole Rademacher will check in. Cole playing with a slew of fouls. The rest of this game, Pueblo East will be in the bonus. Free throw is up and good there for Harding. Rademacher will walk it up here. 7-point lead for the Tigers. Went on a nice little run there at the end of the third quarter. Lucero kicks. Nguyen fires a three. That one's short. Rebounded though. Goes long, and Rademacher able to corral it to Loy. Now three ball by Lucero. That's off the mark, and Big John tried to gobble up the rebound, and Pueblo East didn't like that it was called Erie ball, but that was clearly off of Kyle Miller. Now Big John will inbound. Tristan Rademacher bounces low. Big John backs his way in. Turn around, hammers it off the window, and gets the bucket, and a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. We'll step aside. Tigers lead it by 9 here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Kicking off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest.
Hey, Vern.
Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Front range.
And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird. Oh, there we go. Let's fix the mic. It's usually the mic or the mask, one of the two. 7:02 remaining here. Tigers on top by 9 in a good battle. This Pueblo East team showing some grit. Hasn't quite had the finishing quality so far tonight. They've struggled to shoot the deep ball. And so has Erie. Erie's just executed a hair more on the offensive end. There's a drive and a nice floating layup again by Harding. And he'll go to the line for the and one. And Coach Lucero, halfway out to the court, he did not like that call. And they should have counted the bucket. Am I going crazy here? Scoreboard's still showing 40-31.
There we go. Now they got it.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to wonder how much that little unplanned break is helping this Erie team when it comes to finishing in this quarter. Might play a bigger factor than most people would think.
Helping or potentially even hurting. Yeah, your leg's not in game shape. Kick out. Loy thought about it. Instead, he'll drive. Re-kicks. Tigers just not pulling the trigger on the three ball. Nguyen crosses over in the lane. Oh, cutting is Rademacher. And he smooched it off the window. Nice little pass off there by Nguyen. Jordan's been fantastic tonight. He's got 10 points and several assists. Now a deep two. That's off the mark, and a good board there by Cole Rademacher. Rademakers, they are scrappy. I'll tell you what, doesn't matter how they may lack a little bit of height, but they rebound the basketball well. Cole crosses over, drives off the window. Cole Rademacher back-to-back buckets. He's got 7. Tigers lead it by 10. Back the other way. Oh, a big block, and ooh, down on the floor hard is Loy. Or no, that's Cole Rademacher, and he'll pop right back up. And I think the foul will come on Pastore. And Herring playing with 4 fouls right now. Pastore picks up his 3rd. Herring is playing with 4 fouls, and down 10, that's the right call, I think. Gotta play him now, try and close the gap. He's their leading scorer, and that one is rims out. And he only has 4 points tonight, so the Tigers have done a great job of bottling him up.
You know, Cole's starting to heat up too. He's starting to look like he was pre-quarantine. He got real hot leading into that, and it's nice to see it coming, showing again.
And that one is up and good, and a timeout on the floor. Tigers lead it by 9. We'll step aside again here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Welcome back in. 5:39 remaining. 44-35. Lucero trying to run the inbound here. And East has said, you know what, we need to start applying some pressure here. Time is running out. East had some good success early getting their hands in passing lane. Hargrave hesitant to shoot there, drives and lays it off the window. Well, why shoot when you could get an easy layup? Kyan now with 9, and that one is tipped out there by Cole. 11-point lead. Erie continuing to close strong, and I think a huge factor is, as Herring lays it up and in, 2 of the main scorers for Pueblo East are playing with 4 fouls, and that'll be foul number 5. Just as we say that, Herring fouls Kyan Hargrave hard and picks up foul number 5. So Jackson Herring, a senior, and you always feel for seniors playing what could be his final minute of high school basketball in what has been a tumultuous year, and these kids have endured a lot at the expense of adult policymakers, and I think a lot of kids, even as Pueblo East team, shown a lot of grit here tonight, and we're just happy to have some basketball. Hargrave hits that one, or hits the first one, didn't hit the second, and then a block foul called. That might be on Cole Rademacher. If it is, I think that's his 4th. It is his 4th, so now Cole in a little bit of foul trouble.
You can hear the Erie coaches by the bench telling their players to play smart basketball. They don't want to put any people off that court, as it's a very hard game to play without your starters.
Now King will come to the line. Keenan King, also a senior for this Eagle team, and misses that, but an offensive board, and wide open is Harding, and Harding comes up short, and wide open is Nguyen, and Nguyen will have it hammered out of bounds. Brendan Harding came like a runaway freight train from behind, and then volleyball spiked it into the Tiger logo.
Yeah, it looked like Jordan was going to be able to run away with that, but he took a little bit of a gather step. He stuttered a little bit to try and line up correctly for that layup, and just came from behind him and lost it.
They'll feed Lucero low. Turnaround in the lane is good. Tigers have tried to do that a lot this game, and have just struggled to make those buckets down low. 4:35. And that layup is up and good. Now in the corner, Loy for 3. And here comes Harding. Harding will push on the block. Layup is good. That is the first bucket of the night for Adam Romero. An 8-point lead with 4 minutes left. Still plenty of time in this one. Don't go anywhere, Tiger fans. We'll take a quick break here on the ETN.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car.
And welcome back in. 4:10 remaining here in quarter number 4. Glad you could join us here. Plenty of time. See if the Tigers can execute here offensively. And that's a good start. Layup for no win, a great pass. And that is up and good.
Yeah, the Eagles just played real aggressive there. They were trying to jump the passes, and they played a little bit of press. Didn't realize Jordan stuck right behind him.
Jordan almost stripped the ball there. Jordan, the leading scorer tonight for the Tigers, 12 points. 3 ball buried by Kyle Miller. Tigers trying to inbound the ball. They'll push it again. 2-on-1 again. Hargrave to the rack and one. He got fouled real hard by Miller, and I think that's his 5th. Kyan Hargrave, he now has 13. Oh, and both Blake and I looked at each other. And a final administrative timeout. 30 seconds, so we'll stick right here. Tiger fans, we mentioned we'd love for you to partner with us on our Patreon. Head to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network. Heck, we will gladly accept your $1 a month support, or you can support us as much as $40 a month. I think that's the top merch level. You get some free merch from us. Well, not free. You're helping support us, so in return we'll give you some merch. But a lot of sponsors, I think. Obviously, Gen Realty making this stream happen. The Gen Realty broadcast booth, very generous donation from Jen to get us set up and going this year. Go Airheads, Airsoft Field and Store in Erie. State Farm's Jeannie Hulse here in town. I'm a Jeannie Hulse customer. I'm also a Germany law firm customer, and they're also a sponsor here on the ETN. And Front Range Landfill and Sherry Bond as well, also sponsors. And if you'd like to partner with us on the ETN, shoot me an email, bird_brandon@svvsd.org, and we'll get you set up with a business sponsorship as Hargrave hits the free throw.
Yeah, Hargrave's starting to feel himself this second half. He's done a lot better. He's been able to get the buckets that he was missing in that first half, and he's starting to knock those free throws down.
Great poke by Nguyen. Picked up. 10-point lead for the Tigers. 3:20 left. Looks like they corrected the fouls, and only 3 on Miller. So that's a change from what we had. So I think one was improperly administered, or improperly recorded, rather, by the scoreboard earlier in the game. They had to go back and fix that. But now the fouls are going to start pouring in, and that's on Romero, and that is his first, and now the Tigers are in the bonus, so they'll go to the line for the 1-and-1. You kind of got to start fouling if you're Pueblo East. You're down 10. Erie has struggled from the line tonight, so trade free throws for buckets. If you're Pueblo East, at least that's the plan, as Lucero hits a big free throw. But Tigers can ice it. They just have to be solid from the stripe. As Lucero, oh, that one dipped a little toe in the water and decided it wasn't cozy enough and hopped right out. Now Harding with it. Harding between the circles, left-hand dribble. Harding drives and throws up a layup, gets his own rebound, goes up again and gets that one to go. Harding 13 points here tonight for Pueblo East. Now Lucero has Loy wide open. Didn't see him, and Hargrave says, you know what, let's just slow it down. as Rademacher will walk over to the timeline. He'll pivot. Tigers going to play a little bit of keep away here and try and melt the clock. Tigers, plenty good passers and ball handlers on the floor for them right now. And you see that split of the double team, and Coach Lucero said, you know what, no chances. Let's call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout. Tigers lead it by 9.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
In Erie, talk to State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors.
Yeah, just be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Should the Tigers win, there would be a double dip of playoff action, 2 home games on Thursday night. Also streaming for pay-per-view purposes, the musical, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. So we'll be busy on Thursday. Hargrave, great. Goodness, got choked up, it was so good. Hargrave, a great spin and finish. And Kyan, you know, he's just efficient. A quiet 16 points tonight for Kyan. Down the corner, that's Romero.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see a junior playing as well as Kyan does, because that junior-senior leap is always a big one for all players.
And a nice little swipe there from Lloyd. An 11-point lead with 1:38. Tigers can taste it now. Pass low to Lucero, kick out Hargrave. He'll elect to just work it around. Tigers want to do some clock melting. Very good ball movement here from Erie. And Kyan gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot a pair.
A little bit of monkey in the middle being played right now. I know every kid played that growing up, so.
And Kyan Hargrave, a 71% free throw shooter on the season. And Kyan hits the front end. He's been the best free throw shooter tonight for the Tigers, 4 of 5 from the stripe. Tristan Rademacher missed his first free throw of the season tonight, by the way. And he went 1 of 4. So we'll have to give him a hard time about that. 13-point lead, Tigers on top. Loy will step up, try and force the clock to run. And a travel is called. Tigers, a very workmanlike performance. You know, they only made a pair of threes tonight. Cole Rademacher made 1, Kale Lucero made 1. Other than that, it was slim pickings, and they still found a way to put almost 60 points on the board tonight, as there's a strip and a layup and a timeout coming from Pueblo East. And Brendan Hardings had a nice night, 15 points for him. So Tigers gonna move on to round number 2. And let's see if we have a couple graphics loaded up. Oh, maybe I didn't load that one. But, nope, not the right one. How about this? This weekend, a big weekend for Erie wrestlers. As they'll send 4 Tigers to state. And you feel bad, a couple Tigers missing from that list due to injury. You had Noah Lopez, who hurt his elbow, and Gus Fonseca Walker, who hurt his knee playing football. And those are guys that you felt like for sure were going to qualify for state this year. And so, but a good showing all around. And on senior night, Kevin Loy has had a solid performance here as well for the Tigers. Loy got the scoring party started. Kevin, 6 points, but his defense was rock solid tonight, averaging 12 a game. And so thanks to our ETN graphics team for putting those together. So 59-48. Tigers lead it with the basketball after the travel. And it would take a Reggie Miller-like performance from Pueblo East to, I think, mount a comeback this late.
I mean, with all the things being said, they do got a Miller on their team who is known for shooting that free ball.
So Hargrave, he can have 20 points here tonight. Man, that's Kyan every time out on the floor. That one is short. Spoke too soon. But it just feels like, where did all those 20 points come from? Just so efficient is Kyan. And King will inbound here for the Eagles. 3 ball on the way by Miller. That's over the backboard, and that'll be Erie basketball.
Yeah, got just under 60 seconds now, and that second half was a lot more offense, a lot more generated opportunities for those bucket getters on the Erie team. That's what made the difference this half for sure.
Big thanks to our crew. We were trying to set up more cameras that crashed our system. We only had one for you tonight, but you know what? It's really about getting on the air and getting going, and we were able to do that. But team of Tigers helping make this stream happen. Max Shroud, Cale Smith. Here we have obviously Blake Donaldson, Colin Culler, as Lucero will miss the first free throw. Jin May, our camera operator here tonight up top. And Madison Gambon, who has been a stalwart in the director chair throughout the season. And for at least one more night, looks like we'll have a pair of basketball games on Thursday night. And so we will try our best to bring those to you as well.
Definitely very exciting to see Erie walk away with this and be able to advance to the second round. As they had that little couple-week hiatus, and it's nice to see them be able to return and get back on this court. They're always an exciting team to watch.
Tigers put up 60 points here tonight. They averaged 64.4 per contest, so the offense didn't drop too far off tonight after the long layup, but we kind of talked about that in the pregame where no matter what, got to bring the defensive intensity, and the Tigers certainly did that in the second half especially.
You know, I don't think we've ever seen this Erie team, their scorers, and on defense, everybody firing on all cylinders. This team's got a lot of potential, a lot of very, very high ceiling.
So Harding to the line. And I told everyone to let their parents know to pick them up in 20 minutes, and I feel like that was maybe an hour ago. So kind of a long game here tonight. And Pueblo will have a couple-hour drive back. Tigers will have those wrestlers drive down to Pueblo. And hopefully conditions that they can get through and be safe. Who knows what looms this weekend?
You know, I can speak from experience from my sophomore year with the football team when we went up to Pueblo, played them in the playoffs. That drive home after a loss in the playoffs is not always it's always a heartbreaking one. It's a hard one to take in.
By the way, Pueblo South 79-70 winners over Thomas Jefferson. Thanks for popping that in our stream, in our chat. Never mentioned that. Trying to cruise through some co-preps scores here. 12 seconds left in this one. And one more solid rebound by a Rademacher brother. And that will do it. Tigers win it 63-49. And they will move to the second round of the playoff for the second year in a row, where they will have a chance on Thursday to go to the Grade 8 for the second year in a row. And we will try and have that one for you. And when we have times and all that good stuff, we'll let you know. So be sure to follow us on social media. For Jen May, Kale, Max, Madison, and Blake, I'm Brandon Bird. Thank you so much for joining us live from the Tiger Gym here tonight. And until next time, Tiger fans, I'll chirp at you later.